Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to go over another gold farming video, and this time we're going to go to Skyreach. This is the 5-man dungeon called Skyreach. So before you leave Stormwind or wherever you're from, Orgrimmar, whatever, there's two things you want to bring along with you from the auction house, or if you can create them. So the first thing is our handy dandy Swiftness Potion, and that's used to increase your speed throughout the dungeon to make things a little more faster and more efficient. And another oddball item to take with you is this FRIED, aka fried. And what that does, it's a grenade. It's basically a grenade that you use to throw, and it does a certain amount of damage, about 12k damage. So I'm going to tell you why you need to bring this later in the video. So just sit tight, and I'm going to go over how long the dungeon takes to complete. For my class it might take a little quicker than others, but that's why you bring the Swiftness Potions with you. So, and of course the location of where Skyreach is at. So let's, first things first, as long as you have those two items before you leave Stormwind or Orgrimmar or wherever you're coming from, whatever alliance or horde you are, we're gonna go find the location of Skyreach. So if we want to go to the portal room, and in this case we're in Stormwind, so we want to go to Ashran. So let's go to Ashran right now. Now for those who are familiar with, unfamiliar with Ashran or Storm Shield, what we're in Storm Shield right now, I want to show you the location of the flight path. Now unfortunately I don't have flight in Warlords of Draenor because I'm too lazy to get it. Lots of work. So I might as well just do the flight path. So here's the flight path here you want to take. And you want to take the Spires of Iraq flight path. So let's go there. Okay, we have arrived in the Spires of Iraq here. Here's the flight point where we landed. So I'm just going to show you guys quickly how to get to the instance. The instance is over there. That's where that little balcony is right there. So we're going to climb up these mountains here, and we're going to go right to the instance so you guys don't get confused on where the exact location of this dungeon is. So very simple, but can get confusing if you've never been here before. So going right up the mountain here, and going right across. Now I do want to say that when you're doing this instance, when you're farming this, you're going to be locked out, and I believe the lockout number is 10. So you can do this instance at least 10 times, 9 or 10 times before you get locked out of doing the instance. So I believe you have to wait an hour or so. So here's the beginning of the instance. This is where we are at Skyreach right now. So before I go in, like I said, make sure you have those two things we already went over, and this is the location of where this instance. I'll bring up the map real quick, and that's where it's going to be, right on the map here, right underneath Talador here, and right above Axfall on this corner here. So I did show you exactly where the location is, but it doesn't hurt to reaffirm that. So anyway, I've been told that this gives a certain amount of gold. Averages about 500 gold per run, and right now we're gonna look at our hundreds here in our gold column. I have 003 gold. So remember that number, 003, which is just 3 gold in the hundreds. So I'm gonna time this run. Hopefully this sword doesn't mess with me. I'm gonna time this run, see how long it takes. Remember, I'm a guardian / feral druid, so I do have my speed increases. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to start the timer as soon as, because there is a little intermission thing with a bird, but I'm going to include that because that takes time. So here, and this takes about 30 seconds, this kind of role playing here. This Dread Raven just takes you around, talks about Skyreach, but you can see where we're going, and that ledge right there over here is important. That's when we're going to use this grenade. So now if you're a mage or a warlock, or anybody, if you're a class that has a spell that uses a area of effect radius thing, you don't need these grenades. Only classes that don't have that ability or that spell needs those grenades. So, and I'll show you that when we get to the third boss. We're going to use this grenade. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to hop in cat form. I'm going to use my speed increase now. But what I'm doing is I'm not killing any of these guys yet. Okay, I'm aggroing them. All I'm doing is aggroing them. Why? Is because I want them all to follow me. I'll use my other speed increase. I want all of them to follow me up until the second boss. And this is, of course I'm gonna loot here, but instead of killing each one by one and looting them, that's gonna take time. That's gonna take time off our run. We're already 1 minute 20 seconds in, and the majority of that time was like 30 seconds doing that roleplay stuff. So we're still under 1 minute. Now we're at 1 minute actually doing the dungeon. So we're going to gather them all up, and we're going to kill them in the second boss here. So he's dead. Now we're going to kill all these guys. See, they have all followed me. And we're just going to loot them right now instead of looting them one by one. So, and we just got to remember that number. Here's some more. That's kind of wasting my time. I should just let them follow me. But you see, I picked up a green there, and that's important. Because those green items you can sell, or you can have as a T-Mog. Some people like to buy them as a T-Mog, so keep that in mind. Some of them can be used for transfiguration or whatever it's called. So I'm going to continue to gather these guys up, and I said this is the third boss incoming. So hop in bear form, do my little thing here. Collect the loot. There's a green. Perfect. And I'm disoriented. That's going to take time off my run. Here's the third boss. Loot this table here. Now you can see over to my left here, there's a gust of wind that's going to really slow us down. We don't want that. So that's where our grenade comes in. So I'm putting the grenade. I'll get a little closer here. But I'm initiating the grenade. And about like right here, you want to throw it. Okay? So about right there we want to throw because we want to kill that guy. And I missed. Okay, we're back here. We're going to try this grenade one more time here. I messed up. My apologies before. I did stop the time because I want to show you guys exactly where you should be standing. I would stand right here on the corner here between the two tooth dudes. And we're going to try again. Say about right here. There we go. There, now we got him. And then, see, he dies, and we can continue our run here. You see, once you get really good at it, it'll save you bunches of time instead of fighting this gust of wind here. So that's why we use those grenades there. As long as we kill one guy, you know, we're good. I shouldn't have killed those guys, but whatever. So we continue to gather the mobs up here. We'll use our speed buff here. We're going to take these mobs from this side and those mobs from that side, and we're going to carry these guys to the last boss. And I didn't put my timer back on. So another 20 seconds out of there, so we're at 24, 25 seconds. But basically this should be under a 4-minute run is what we're looking at. Under a 4-minute run, usually. So I did mess up twice there, so that took off time. And now this last boss is dead. We're going to finish up these mobs here. All these in. We're going to loot them all, of course. And then we got some greens. This is definitely a good run here. We're going to loot the boss over here. And you see on the left side, once the boss is killed and once this is cleared, you get ported right back to the beginning of the instance once you take this raven. So you go ahead, talk to the raven, return me to the surface. It's going to bring you right out in front of the dungeon. So it's great. And you can reset. You go up here and you reset all instances. Do you really want to? Yes, of course. And then Skyreach has been reset. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the gold stuff here. So we're going to get our handy dandy mammoth man out so we can sell. So this is all the stuff that we got right now. All this stuff. All this stuff was right here. So pure gold that I just picked up was what, 121 gold, because we were at 003 before. We're at, so 120, or I'm sorry, 121 gold we got from just picking up gold from this instance. So let's sell. So basically altogether we can't sell this. So 31 gold here. So we're going to sell this, all this crap here. Don't need it anymore. So unfortunately we can't sell these guys. So that picked up to 407 gold. So we'll get, so basically it was 404, or I'm sorry, if I can do math, yeah, no, I was right, 404 gold, because we started at 3 gold. So 404 gold we got from that instance. And I think we only got a few, maybe 2 or 3 greens, but when more greens drop, you know, obviously that number is going to rise up to more the 500. I think 500 is probably the max you can get from this dungeon. But between 400 and 500 gold per, and of course I never stop but per 3 to 4 minutes. So, but you can figure it out yourself as far as the time and how fast your character is. And of course, I didn't use any of the Swiftness Potions either. I could have used those, and that will increase your time as well. And you got to get that grenade right. Unless you're, like I said, you're a warlock or a mage or any other class that has abilities to do AoE and to kind of trigger that upwards to get rid of that gust of wind that slows you down in that one spot. So, I mean, is it worth it? I mean, if you're bored and you want to try something new and you just want to, like, man, I just want to do, and there's T-Mog items in here too, so I would say, yeah, it's worth it. So if you're looking at, we'll round it up to, we'll say 450, right? 450 gold per run, right? And that's times 10. We'll say times 10 for, whatchamacallit, the lockout, because we can only do it 10 times in a row. Or 9, but we'll say 10 for the sake of math. That's 4,500 gold in what, 4-minute runs, you know, 4-minute run. 4 times 10 is 40 minutes, less than an hour, 40 minutes, and 4,500 gold. You know, do the math, give or take. So that's up to you guys if you think it's worth it. I'm sure there's more farming, gold farming things that, like I said in my previous videos, I have not only you're farming gold, but you also have a chance of a really cool mount. And I actually got the, you know, if you saw me running around, got the Inferno mount that way, you know, and you know, it looks cool as hell. So, you know, to each its own. This is, there's no mount here. There's just pure gold farming. Hey, I hope this was helpful for you guys, and hopefully you guys check out my other videos of gold farming, and let me know what you think of this one. All right. See you guys on the next one. Adios.